Everybody, we're right here, and I'm bringing you an FN FAL tips and tricks video today, and it's going to be a 41 for 1 team deathmatch on jungle. And first of all, I'd just like to talk about the kind of the gun stats with FN FAL. It has a recoil center speed of 1400, so that's basically when you shoot it, the amount of time it takes for the gun to center, and that's the same as the M14. And it is no more than a 3-hit kill at range. It's a 2-hit kill up close, and yeah, that's without the silencer. And it's really stupid in my opinion to silence a semi-automatic assault rifle in Black Ops. Just, you really need them to be as powerful as they can be, and like I just reckon it's really stupid. I mean, you're playing defensively, and you really don't need to be silencing your semi-autos. It's only necessary like when you're rushing, or like, you know, when you're camping, I guess, and kind of not really for this playstyle. I wouldn't suggest it. And yeah, I'm using the dual mags, and the dual mags, it just like it replaces scavenger basically, and I really feel flak jacket to be a necessity, especially when you're playing defensively with like the FN FAL. And yeah, sleight of hand obviously is definitely needed, because you really have to bring your sights up as fast as you can, and as long as you hit your first shot on target with the FAL, you'll pretty much always be guaranteed a kill. So that's that. And yeah, you may have watched my other video on my tips and tricks on the M14. I'll put a link for that in the description if you'd like to see it and you haven't already. But the FN FAL is definitely way superior to the M14. I played probably about 10 consecutive games with it now, and I actually do really good with it. I actually really like it. I don't know how people always say, you know, the FN FAL, if you have good connection, you know, good 4-bar connection, it's a beast. Like the same with the G11. I find anything that's like a 3 burst or a semi-auto in just about any Call of Duty, unless you're playing on a 4-bar, you really do bad. That's when the FN FAL turns into an FN FAL. And yeah, and some people like to put a red dot sight on it. It's not too bad, but I actually really like the iron sights on it. I feel that they're not restrictive at all, and they just allow you to be really accurate, and I actually really like them. When I first picked it up, I remember when I first got the game, I used to absolutely hate them, but now I really like them. It's kind of like the Spectre. Some people really hate the iron sights. I actually really like them. They're probably one of my favorite iron sights out of any SMG in the game. Yeah, and also if you attach a red dot sight to it, there's actually a lot more recoil. Kind of like with the FAMAS. If you have a red dot sight on it, people that's pretty much the go-to try-hard class to use when you're failing, I guess. But I actually find that the dual mags or the extended mags on the FAMAS are actually a lot better than the red dot sight. But anyway, moving on from that, when you're firing the gun, unless it's really up close like just then, you should really never spam it, because spamming it, like, sometimes it doesn't recoil that much, but like the bullet's actually going way off target, and you have to fire it slowly and be very accurate with your shots. So maybe like if you play normally on like a 7 or 8 sensitivity, maybe take it down 1 or 2 notches. That really helps out. And yeah, the gun really has to be strong, so definitely never silence it. If you want to do good with it, definitely do not silence it. And yeah, I chose to use the gunship this game, just maybe change it up a little bit, and it's probably, I don't know, the gameplay's probably more entertaining to watch with the tac dogs, you know, because you're on the ground and getting kills and just really, I don't know, like unrevealing, I don't know, just raping the other team. But in the gunship, it's just so kind of like addictive, I guess, especially on maps like jungle and Nuketown. If you can call them in, that you just absolutely rape every time. It's a really powerful kill streak, and especially in domination. And if your team gets a gunship, it's a pretty much guaranteed win, because you know, you can really like release absolute hell on like the B flag, and which basically, you know, you will hold it down, and you know, if you've got the B flag in this game, you're pretty much always going to win. And just quickly a little bit about the jammer. The jammer is probably one of the most underused pieces of equipment. Even the camera spike is more kind of popular than the jam. But the jam is probably, I don't know, it's probably even with the claymore, I guess. It's if you're playing defensively, I actually have I think 2 or 3 classes at the moment with the jammer, because if you're using like scavenger or something, you show up on the radar, and you know you can just get killed by like all those like radar whoring noobs, and it's really annoying. And yeah, so with the gem, you'll pretty much be like anyone close to you, like within your vicinity, or within the vicinity of the jammer, like they're not going to be able to see you in the UAV and blackbirds especially. So especially on smaller maps like Nuketown and Firing Range, if they have a blackbird up and you just say like you're in chin building in your B and you just have like flak jacket on and jammer, it'll really increase your chances of survival. And yeah, here I just come out of my chopper gunner and my gunship, and I really didn't want it to die, but unfortunately I do. And I know they're spawning back there, and I just really didn't want to cut through the middle of the map, because just down there is it's a really big stronghold area, and I just really didn't want to rush up there and get stunned or flashed and then get killed. And then here I'm just wondering whether the spawns are going to flip, and yeah, they actually didn't. I just did a really stupid mistake here. I just decided to go to prone, and some guard ghost came up on the left, and he dropped me fair and square. So yeah, almost a flawless game, but yeah. FN FAL. One thing I like about the FN FAL, it looks good gold. It's not. I actually kind of like the black. Like people always used to hate on the G11, like they, like for like Treyarch making it like pretty much like I don't know 50% gold and 50% black, and it's I actually quite like it. Like I don't know. And yeah, so as I said, I'll put a link in the description to my M14 tips and tricks if you'd like to see that. And I'll also be uploading a Stoner 63 gameplay. That is very interesting. It's a something in one, I actually can't remember. Oh yeah, a 32 for 1. So I'll be uploading that quite soon. And once again, this is Where Rider signing out. Peace.